Hello, this is Negro Exciting News Fun Show, and I'm your host, TJ Motherfucking S. So we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about, age discrimination amongst the young, yeah? So, it's like, when you're young, yeah, and I still do consider myself young, yeah? But I mean, when you're a baby, like when you're a kid, you think like 16 is old, 18 is old, 21 is old. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're a man when you're 21. You're not a man when you're 21. Are you a man when you're 21? You don't know nothing when you're fucking 21. Are you a man because you're 21? Yeah? You're not. You might be a man when you're 25. You might be a man when you're 27. Yeah? You're a man in your 30s. You're not a man when you're 18 or 19 or 21. Yeah? You're just a kid. Yeah? So, when you're these ages, you think 30 is a big thing. It happens to everyone. Yeah? And when my sister was 30, it was a big deal. When I got to 30, yeah, I don't even think it was so much of a big deal because I always was thinking, you're gonna get older. It's just what you do with your life that matters, not really your age. That's the way I've always thought. Yeah. But most people be thinking, when you get to 30, you're old, you're finished. But now amongst these young people, it's even gone to some stupid, ridiculous level. Yeah. And I think partly why is because of the messages that's been put into music and whatever, like, they were saying a couple of years back, and they probably still are, but especially a couple of years back, you're gonna die young. You're gonna die young. Every fucking pop song that came out, yeah, you're gonna die young. You're gonna die young. Driving it into the kids' heads that you're gonna die young. You're gonna die young, yeah. And then all their heroes die young, so they think they're gonna die young, like R.I.P. XXXTentacion, yeah, he died. Then on the same day, he was sacrificed, or whatever you call it. They took this dude, what's his name? Jimmy Wopo, yeah? And to be honest with you, I didn't even know who fucking Jimmy Wopo was. So then I checked out his tunes, and there's two of them I really love. He's probably got more, but there's two of them I really love, yeah? And even occurred to me that, what was that tune called? Anyway, one of Jimmy Wopo's tune could have been what inspired like Drake to do Look Alive. It's got that same kind of sound. That could have been the first version or the blueprint or whatever called the inspiration for Look Alive. Anyway, so I'm around these people now, and some guy just turned 30. And it was like, he's okay with it, but the people around him are looking at him like, you're 30. Really? You're 30? Like, almost like he'd done something wrong. Yeah? And he kind of, it was all an act, but he kind of put his head in his hand, kind of shook his head, and he apologized. Can you believe it? This man gets to 30 years old, and all the arseholes who are still in their 20s, he has to apologize to them for being 30 and start making up excuses. That's how stupid these fucking youngsters are now. If you get to 30 years old, you have to apologize. Yeah? And like I said, here in the UK, the government and the media done a lot of stuff to try and turn young people against old people. Like they would say, well, these old people are what's stopping the young people from getting on the property ladder, or these old people are what's stopping the young from getting jobs. So I saw the way they was turning the young against the old, yeah? So part of it obviously comes from that, yeah? But like I say, when a 30-year-old has to apologize to somebody in their 20s for still being alive. I mean, what is this world coming to? Oh, wait, what? If you're in your 20s and you don't want to get to 30 or whatever, you want to die in your infancy? Yeah? Do you want to die in your cot? Yeah? Do you want to die in your teens? Yeah? There's nothing wrong with getting to 30 plus. You know, you can't always be a little kid running up and down. Yeah? Yeah, running up and down, going to clubs, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You know, it's okay to be older. You just set new goals. Yeah? You just have new goals in life. I mean, what does a kid know? What does somebody under 20, 30 know? You know, you don't really know nothing. The prime minister, the president's never going to be 29 years old, is they? Well, it's possible, but I doubt it. Who's going to vote for a fucking 29-year-old? Yeah? No one in the civilized world, in a sensible country, you know, with a good, strong GDP, is going to vote for someone in their 20s. They might do it, you know, in some other places in the world, or some little small island, you know, where the population is 200 and a rich person totally controls the economy, and he puts his son or his daughter in the seat and calls them the president or the leader to keep the local people happy, yeah, stop them from uprising. So he puts his 25-year-old son into the president's chair, yeah. But in a real proper country, nobody's gonna have a 29-year-old president. No one under the age of 30 is gonna be president or prime minister, yeah. So like I said, this dude put his hand in his head and kind of shook his head like he was embarrassed to be 30 years old. How stupid can you be? Yeah, it's okay to be plus 30. Yeah, just because you're over 30 don't mean you're gonna look old. Yeah, because I don't look my motherfucking age. Yeah, what you got to do is eat well. Yeah, train. Yeah, go to the gym, work out. Just because you're over 30 don't mean that you must have a stomach hanging out like a barrel or a sack of potatoes. You know, you can keep looking good. You can still keep feeling good about yourself. Yeah. So all this nonsense about, oh, you know, 30's old is nonsense. I mean, a human being can live to 100 years old. Yeah. So if we take on a scale, yeah, on a scale of, what is it, 10? Yeah, if 10 represents 100 years old, yeah, and 3 represents 30, on a scale of 3 to 10, where does 30 come? Where does 3 come? It's very low, isn't it? It's not even at the middle, yeah? So if a human being can live to 100 years old, 3 is very low. 4, now say 4 now is equivalent to 40 years old, that's still very low. 5, yeah, would be the equivalent to 50 years old. Yeah, that's still in the middle. That's still very low if a human being can live to 100 years old. Yeah. So if you're 50, you know, you're still more or less young. You're middle-aged. Yeah. Because remember, 10 represents 100. A human being can live past 100 years old. Yeah. So when you get to 60, yeah, which is 6, yeah, that's saying now you're getting to old age, or you're old. You can call it old. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know about everyone else. To me, old age for me, I don't know for everyone else, old age for me starts at age 60. Yeah. Then 7 represents 70, 8 represents 80, 9 represents 90, and 10 represents 100. So how is 3, which represents 30, old? Yeah. When 10 represents 100. When you could 30, you as a human being can live to 100 years old. So how is 30 old? You'd have to be stupid to believe that. I know we all do to a degree, yeah, but you would absolutely have to be stupid. And if you have this kind of mentality, I mean, they're really gonna, because some people, they genuinely hate old people. Yeah, I've never had this issue, because older people, you can learn from them. They have wisdom. They've had a life, and you can learn from them. And that's exactly what I done. I was a young teenager. I've seen the show on TV more than once, and they asked the older people about their life. So these people are old now in their 70s, 80s, whatever. Yeah, and old people talk. Say, "Oh, what do you do with your life?" Or, "Do you have any regrets?" Yes, and they say yes. Well, I never done what I wanted to do. I always done what my friends wanted to do. I just copied my friends. I regret it now. So at a very early age, that went into my motherfucking head. Yeah. Do what you want to do. Don't just copy your friends. Do you know what I mean? This is the kind of things that you can learn if you listen to older, maturer people. Yeah, youngsters don't know nothing. Yeah. Anyway, DJS, and I'm out.